Hello, how are you? Water is very important for our bodies. It's involved in many reactions and functions of the body. Circulation, digestion, kidney function, temperature regulation, brain function, hydration of the intestines. So staying hydrated is obviously very important. But there are certain times of the day when this can actually be worse, can harm your body, and in fact are not recommended. I'm going to tell you which are the worst times to drink water and what you can do to improve this. You're going to love it. Stay until the end. You won't want to miss it. Before we start, I want to ask you if you're someone who drinks water throughout the day, or if you choose specific times to drink water, or if you even forget to drink water. Some people just don't have the habit. How is it for you? Do you try to organize yourself? Are you always carrying a water bottle? Tell me how it works for you. I'd love to see your comment. Go ahead and like the video. That really helps me out. If you know someone who needs these tips about water, share the video. Let's expand our chain of kindness. The first bad time to drink water is definitely during meals, especially in large amounts. We know that drinking small sips of water and so on won't cause any problems, but there are people who drink a lot of water during meals. They go the whole morning without drinking water, then sit down for lunch and drink almost 4 cups of water or even 6 cups of water because they were thirsty all morning. So this can harm your body and interfere with the digestive process. We know that the stomach environment needs to be acidic during digestion. This hydrochloric acid helps break down proteins and activate digestive enzymes. And it even helps eliminate some microorganisms that are present in food. So the pH should be more acidic. When we ingest a large amount of liquid, this stomach acid can become temporarily more diluted, which worsens the digestive process. In some people, this can even cause a feeling of a heavy stomach, abdominal bloating, gas, worsening of gastroesophageal reflux, and that feeling of drowsiness after meals. So ideally, you should just take a few sips of water, about half a glass of water, okay? And if you're really thirsty before eating, try to drink water about 40 minutes before your meal so you don't dilute your gastric juices too much. Another bad time to drink a large amount of water is right before going to bed. We know that when we consume a large volume of water at night, that water will have to be processed, it will be absorbed by our body, pass through the kidneys to filter our blood, and will be eliminated in the urine. When you drink a large amount right before bed, you stimulate nocturia, that is, waking up at night to urinate. And that's not ideal. First, because it disrupts hormonal regulation, hinders physical recovery, and negatively affects the brain, memory, metabolic control. We know that people who sleep poorly make bad food choices, don't have the energy to work out. It's a snowball effect. Besides that, there's also the risk factor. Waking up at night in the dark, you might trip, fall, or hurt yourself. So we shouldn't be waking up in the middle of the night to pee. If you usually wake up several times during the night, it's best to stop drinking water a few hours before bed and avoid the common habit of brushing your teeth and then drinking a glass of water right before sleeping, since that can increase the chances of waking up during the night. Another very common mistake is people drinking a large amount of water all at once. That's why I asked you at the beginning of the video whether you drink water throughout the day or all at once. Because there are people who go many hours the whole day without drinking water, and then when they get home, they want to drink all the water they didn't have during the day. Drinking a large amount of water all at once can even be dangerous for our bodies because there is a balance between the electrolytes in our body, sodium, potassium, and so on, and the water itself. So when you drink a large quantity of water all at once, you can dilute these electrolytes a bit, and they end up at a lower concentration in our body. This can lead to some unpleasant symptoms such as headache, nausea, a feeling of mental confusion, and fatigue. So once again, the ideal is to spread out your water intake throughout the day and also not to overdo the amount. We see some celebrities out there saying they drink 2 gallons of water to lose weight. Besides seeming very difficult for us to fit that much water into our daily routine, it's not healthy for us. Everything in life has its limits, even the water we drink. Experts recommend around 8 to 12 cups of water a day, depending on your own size, if you work out or if you live somewhere where you sweat a lot. So balance, even when it comes to hydration, is very important for our health. Another mistake is waiting until you're really thirsty to drink water. Some people only drink water when they're thirsty, and that's a problem because that feeling of thirst doesn't always show up. Often when you start to feel thirsty, your body is already becoming dehydrated. And especially the older we get, the harder it becomes for us to regulate this. And then this can get worse: headaches, fatigue, dry mouth, dizziness, besides all the reactions we have that depend on water in our body, metabolic, and so on. So, as I said, staying hydrated throughout the day is essential to prevent dehydration and to ensure a gradual and regular intake over the course of the day. Another mistake is consuming a large amount of water after exercising, without paying attention to the issue of electrolytes as well. Especially if you do a large volume of exercise, more than an hour of continuous exercise at high or moderate intensity, it might be a good idea to add electrolytes or even carbohydrates to your water to help retain hydration more effectively. Ideally, you should talk to your nutritionist or your doctor in your city, especially if you are an athlete who needs guidance in this regard. But usually, better than just drinking plain water, you could have coconut water, for example, which contains electrolytes and glucose and is a natural food. Also remember that another option could be to eat a fruit, for example, a banana, which already has glucose, and hydrate yourself at the same time. And there are also carb gels, some supplements with electrolytes that can be an option, always prescribed by a nutritionist. So tell me down below if you have the habit of drinking water throughout the day, if you drink it all at once, or if you don't even drink water and forget about it. I would love to see your comment. Remember to like the video, that helps me a lot, and share it with those who will enjoy it and those who need it. Let's expand this chain of kindness. That's what I want with the channel. See you next time. Bye.